Hi guys, today I want to talk to you about the difference between copyright and being inspired by, because I have a lot of people on Facebook that say, well, I don't know where your tutorial ends and mine begins. So I took for this a very simple earring that Kelly of the Beaded Path did. There's a link underneath the video to transfer you to that so you can see what she's doing. And it's a very simple earring. And I got inspired by this, okay? So what the difference is that I came up with something like this. Now, you can just argue, of course, with me that those are like 4 times of these in there, but they're not, because I start with 8. So I want to show you the difference between copyright and my design. So the inspired design, and I want to take you through the first steps of the Superduo, because I don't think we've had that yet. So we're doing the Superduos, and there are also twin beads that are sold online. They're a little bit cheaper, but don't go for the twin beads. Just go for the Superduos. You just need a couple of grams, like 1 or 2. Let me see. Well, this is 5 grams. So if you get 2 grams, then you'll have enough to make plenty of earrings. First, I'm going to take fire line. You take your thread and you pull it to your elbow, and then you just take a little bit longer like that, and then cut it off, and that will be enough, because you don't really need much for these. Put it on your needle. This is size 0.006 fire line, my favorite one, mostly used by me. And let me just keep that pattern that Kelly did in the picture so you can see the changes that are going to happen. So first of all, she started with 6. I'm going to start with 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now basically she already lost copyright law when I put on 8 and she has 6. But okay, that is still very arguable. Now I'm going to, especially if I would do just 2 points, then it would be arguable. But I'm going to tie that up, and I do bead a little differently than Kelly. She goes through all them Superduos again. I'm not going to do that. I trust my fire line to be strong enough. So I'm going to tie a double knot, and I tie a third one on top of there. There. And I'm going to hold it like that, and with my thread I'm going to go into the bottom one first to get away from that knot. Then I'm going back in my top. Now this is basically the same as that Kelly is doing, okay? And I'm going to turn it around, and then Kelly starts adding 3 seed beads all the way around, if I'm correct. But because I have more Superduos, those 3 seed beads won't fit in between them. So I'm going to take 1 and go to the next one instead of 3. So now there are 2 things that I did differently from Kelly. First, I used 8 of them, and I use 1 here instead of 6 of them and 3 here. So this is basically where it already becomes your own pattern. Now, Kelly adds 5 at the point, but first she goes all the way around. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go all the way around. That's just different kind of beading. It has nothing to do with copyright. It just has to do with beading. I'm going to take 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 instead of 5, and I'm going to go into the top right here. I'm going to pick up another one, because between my Superduos I just want 1, and I'm going to top it with 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to go back in that same hole right there. I'm just going to do this all the way around. 1 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. And the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now I have gone off her pattern 3 times. First of all, she used 6 Superduos, I used 8. She used 3 seed beads in between here. I only used 1. And she used 2 points to make sort of a diamond shape, and I got a star shape. So this is now my pattern. It was already by the time I put on 8, but it was certainly by the time I started putting in 1 in between and started adding those 4. So we're gonna make the points. I'm gonna pick that up again. Go in between the one that was in the middle of the Superduos. And we're gonna go up 2. And now we're gonna pick up the silver seed bead and put that in between. And you can go 3 down now, which is easiest, instead of just doing 2 and 1. And now you get the pointy edge. You probably won't be able to see that very good on the camera, but you'll get a pointy edge, a sharp pointy edge if you at the 5th one later. So going up 2 more, adding that silver one, 3 down, and just doing that all the way around. So we're going to go 2 up, a silver one, and 3 down. 2 up, silver, 3 down, 2 up, a silver, 3 down, 2 up, up, a silver, 3 down, 2 up, a silver, and 3 down, 2 up, a silver, and 3 down. If you can get in there, else you're gonna just do 2 down and get the 3 up, 3 up, into the silver, and now add a loop for the earring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just go through that loop a couple of times. I like to do 3 or 4. Make that loop really secure so I can put my ear hook on there. And as I said, this is definitely not my favorite color blue. I really don't like this combination very much. But there are definitely better combinations, color combinations, of course. As I said several times already, I'm very bad at color combining, so I just basically play it safe. This is safe, but it kind of does look on the camera more adorable than it looks in my hand. So you now have an earring that was inspired by this earring from Kelly. This is now my own pattern. Here is where the inspiration comes in. I can say I was inspired by Kelly to do this, and the copyright has ended because it does not look anything like that. Even though maybe I would have used the same colors as her pattern, it still doesn't look anything like it. So this is definitely mine. And next I need to find where this thread is coming from, so I'm going to put that back on the top through the hole, because now I want to meet up with this thread. Okay, so this thread is coming out of that Superduo, which means I have to go down into 3 and into a blue one, like that. Top hole. And I'm going to go down 1. So I'm stepping down to the bottom hole right here. And this knot has already been pulled into this Superduo, so I can take this one, come on out, and tie another 2 knots here. One and 2, and go back in this hole if all's correct, and get the threads away from the knot that I just tied. So I'm going in there. 1, 2. Pull that knot in. I'm going to tie that off, or cut that off. And the other one goes in the other direction 2 times, which will be a little bit difficult because now I have to go through the knot that I made earlier. But that's okay. It will work. So let's prove my point. 1 and 2. Okay. Cut that off. And there we have it. That's one of them. However, I definitely like some other color combinations, and I want to show you how to attach 2, just in case you would like to do that. Okay, now I want to attach 2. First you make 1, completely finish that, and then make another one. But instead of adding the last gold one, I'm going to go into, pick up the bottom one in the middle from the other one, and go back into your 2, and to secure that, go back into your top hole of the bottom one, back up again into the gold one, in the top 2 seed beads on the side, in the top hole, but in this case that would be the bottom hole because it's turning down, but it's the top hole of this part. Go down the 2 seed beads, go down the middle seed bead, go down 2, and tie off. So that would mean getting this one back to the top again, see where it's at, and finding my way to that thread. Let me see, that's coming out of that hole, so I need to go again. I think that's basically standard. Go in and forward. That would be the middle one. To go down, down on the side, down on the bottom, hole on the middle circle, hole, whatever you're gonna call it, and double tie that knot. And now you have like an earring with 2 of them. And you can of course do 3, or you can do 1 with a little bicone on them. Then you just need a loop like this on the other side. Do a little dangle bicone on there. And there are all kinds of possibilities that I got from just doing this one thing that I saw her do that inspired me to do all these different things. Because now I have one design, and this is design number 2, and this would be design number 3, and this, although you probably won't believe it, is design number 4, and they're all based on what Kelly did here in the beginning with just 1 bead. See, most of the time I just continue with my Superduo beads and put them in between, but I thought, you know what, I can do it with single Superduo beads too, because it's basically simple, and yeah. And as you can see, you can also make a very pretty bracelet with this. You can add a pearl on there, or maybe a Monty, you know, you could try Monty on there. I did a Monty in here. This is one of the first tries. I was just playing, you know, working with the design. So you can do Monty in there, have your little Swarovski in the middle, so that would also be possible to put on here. And I think I'll do that. I think I'll make a nice bracelet design for my main channel and put the Montys on there. And yeah, I think it's very pretty. Maybe I'll do a double. I'll have to look. I'll probably come up with something. But anyway, yes, Kelly inspired me to do all these, and there will be probably a lot more following because I kind of like it. So thank you, Kelly, and I hope that to you guys I explained well enough what the difference between copyright and inspiration is now. And yeah. If you see little projects that Kelly did like this on the net by other people, just look at them and think what you can do with them. And no doubt you'll be able to come up with something really clever, which will probably not look anything like that or whatever you find anymore. And then it will be your design. If you want to know more about copyright, then there's a PDF file underneath my video also, and just have a look at that. Make sure that you're very well acquainted with it when you start selling. I've said it time and time again, and I will say it again. I do not mind if you take these earrings, make them your design. I said it time and time again, I'll say it again. I don't mind if you take these earrings, hang something on there, or put some Monties in there and put them in your shop and sell them, because I want you to make money. So I'm not too upset about copyright. I don't know about the other people. I have no idea how other people feel about copyright. But I do tell you this, guys, I don't like it if this tutorial would turn up in French or Spanish or Italian on the YouTube channel, because that would be a problem for me. So if you ever see that, notify me. I mean, certain things I can't claim copyright on. I just perfectionized the Caprico bracelet. It's not really mine. I just altered it in such a way that, yeah, that it's not really mine. I changed the sizes of the seed beads, for instance, to begin with. I started with see, all the Capricos are done with 11, and I did the 11 with the 8, as you know, because it was easier, and I never saw a Caprico done with round beads. I only saw them with bicones. So those are a couple of changes, but the design is still not my own. So, but I perfectionized it, and do I have copyright on it? And it's a thin line at times. So if you see that, or if you see a flat spiral bracelet, yeah, that's been done several times again and again. And that's not mine either. I just did that bracelet so I can show you how to get rid of the flappy ends of the flat spiral when you make one, because that really annoyed me. So, you know, a lot of videos are based on just perfectionizing. Same goes for the V necklace. It's a very simple necklace. I can't claim copyright for it because it's a very simple stitch, like a right angle weave. It's done 100 times. You really can't claim copyright on a right angle weave, but you know, it all depends on what you make of it. So that makes it your design and your own thing. So yes, guys, that's about it. I hope you like the... right now I'm already thinking, you know, like, what can I do with that? Can I hang that bicone underneath it? Would it look good, or do I need something else? Well, actually, that would look good. But that's 8 millimeters, maybe 6 millimeters. So, yeah, so that's it, guys. Have fun with it. I have no problem with copyright laws. I don't mind if you put your items on your Etsy shop or your web shop or whatever. I say, go, sell, multiply the food on your table. I don't care. Have fun.